Hi, everyone. Welcome to Spill the Tea Radio, where we interview awesome singers, songwriters, and those who influence their lives. Spill the Tea Radio explores the journey, creativity, and inspiration behind the songs. My next guest was born in St. Maarten and now lives in London, Ontario. He is a 2024 Music in Motion winner, along with being a FCLMA nominee and ECA's Best Hip Hop R&B Artist in 2023. He's open for the Wailers, who backed up legendary Jamaican artist Bob Marley, and now captivates his audiences with his signature island hip hop style, a vibrant fusion of Caribbean rhythms, Afro-soul, and Latin energy. Back for his third appearance on the show, let's spill the tea with Big Lou. Welcome, Lou.
What's up, David? Thank you.
Let's talk about the genre that you have chosen. It's a hip hop genre, and mixed in with a couple of other things, and we'll get into talking about how you ended up fusing music with Kristen's country style. But the genre that you chose, there's so many different genres that you've been influenced by through your Spanish roots, through Curacao, through being from St. Maarten as well. How did you land on the genre that you work in, which is predominantly hip hop R&B?
So less R&B, but more so hip hop. The R&B was just from the award, but that's now evolved to hip hop or rap category. But doesn't mean I wouldn't experiment with R&B. However, I arrived to like the island hip hop sound. One, because I feel like it sounds kind of catchy, island hip hop. People are like kind of intrigued by that. What is that kind of? So I like that aspect of it, but it feels like I'm more connected to the roots of my experience through that. Um, and the islands that I'm from happens to be very culturally diverse. And so there's different influences that I can pull from there. And I also realize that I have only one perspective of that experience. And so I always value other people and their perspectives on even something similar, because through their eyes they see it completely differently. And so if we're able to come together and build a picture of a shared vision, which is something cool that can create some kind of impact or generate some kind of emotion in anyone, then I think it's a very cool a project to be on.
Big Lou, you've mentioned that you've been in the game now for about 5 years. That you've launched your music career. That in the in the scheme of things of in terms of people that have been in the business for 30, 40, 50 years, and they tell me what their challenges are today, even after being in the business for such a long period of time. What's the big challenge for you these days? What's the thing that you wake up each morning and say, man, oh man, oh man, I have to figure this one out.
Uh, well, how do you generate more money doing the thing that you love? Not necessarily with the least amount of effort, because I believe, you get energized doing the things that you love. And, I'm a big fan of rest as well. But that currently the main goal would be to accomplish full-time music, because that's not where I'm at currently. But then after that, how do you scale it even more? The ultimate goal would be to grow Big Lou as big as possible, even outside of music. And so we're working towards that, building that kind of foundation. But if we're looking at micro goals, I'm really interested in learning more about sync placements. We're working on a couple of different songs that have a lot of potential with that as well. Um, I think we might talk a little bit more about those ones in the future, but sync has really got my attention. And then I need to focus a little bit more on content, social media content, refining that, because if you can, You can really do a lot of, I don't want to say damage, but you can throw a lot of weight around and people pay attention a little bit more when there's people paying attention.
The name Big Lou. How did you come up with the name Big Lou? Because when people see you, you're not an overweight kind of guy, which you would think is going to be Big Lou. So I'm thinking, are you like 6'5"? People can't say. People meet me and say, "Oh, geez, I thought you were a lot taller." But so are
That,
you
yeah,
like 6'5", 6'6"? How did you come up with the name Big Lou?
that's funny. No, I'm actually a full foot shorter than that. I think I'm 5'5". 5'5", 5'6", something like that. But for if we're being modest, it's because a lot of my life I felt small in terms of like being overseen and not rising to the occasion and that kind of thing. And so I built Big Lou as a persona to help me become the person that I see the potential within me. Um, and it's helped me get through some different kinds of things. I'm like, is that how Big Lou would handle the situation? Um, and and oftentimes it's no. It's similar to Sasha Fierce with Beyonce. That person takes over on stage and it's empowering. So it's I think all the bigger qualities of mine amplified is who Big Lou is.
So we say Big Lou is your inner personality coming out.
Yeah. 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 We're
Big,
talking we're talking to Louis right now, but on the stage you get Big Lou and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so you now hold the record, Lou, 3 appearances, and hopefully it's the third appearance of many, many more. You're coming up with some great music, which we love to hear on the show. Just to give people a recap, you were on the show March 22nd with Life's a Ride, which was um, a combination, a fusion of hip hop and country, which
Mm,
was just a brilliant, brilliant, happy song.
thank
And
you.
uh, and then you came back with Regatta on April 26th, 2025, and that had to do with the celebration of the regatta in your homeland of Saint Martin. And now
Exactly.
you've got a new song out called "The Beautiful Game." So,
Right.
Lou, tell us about "Beautiful Game." And what's the song about, and what was the inspiration to write it?
Beautiful game. Well, thank you so much for having me back again for the third time. It's an honor and a privilege to set this record. And to everyone else who's going to be on this show, I'm just going to keep on setting that bar higher and higher. So come on out.
Well, we welcome it.
But the beautiful game, it started. I got a phone call from a friend of mine. His name is Dario. And he called me about a year and a half ago on Christmas with the idea of writing a song with the intention of pitching it towards FIFA
Mhm.
because FIFA, the World Cup, is actually coming to North America for the first time in 2026. There's going to be some games in Toronto and in Vancouver and then across the US and in Mexico as well. And he's like, why not like try and write a theme song for this? And so we had a lot of time in our hand. That was one of the big benefits of starting early. So we looked around, we found some other musicians in our network, in our community, and we began collaborating and we built this song entirely from just like input. There's no samples, no pulling from here and there. We did study some past kind of World Cup songs and anthems to pull on that inspiration, but we put something together which was really cool. And now we're at the point where we're sharing it with different soccer clubs in our local communities, with different schools in our local communities, semi-professional teams, and we're actually performing it at their games for halftime shows. So we're getting community support, ultimately, is what I'm saying. And one thing leads to the next. If we can get it to FIFA, that would be absolutely incredible. My dreams would be fulfilled. But if we don't, we absolutely are trying, and that's worthwhile in the adventure as well. So Beautiful Game essentially is trying to capture that feeling of inclusivity, but also that North American/Canadian pride of hosting these games. and what it means to us for making it there.
I what I really enjoy about your music, Lou, is that it's upbeat. It's got a driving beat along with it. All three of the songs. Now, Regatta was specifically for the regatta in St. Martin. Beautiful game, specifically for the FIFA Cup. And good luck to you. Hope you get that through to FIFA. Again, as with regatta, I'm listening to Beautiful Game, and I'm picturing the video. That would go along with it. You're
Mhm.
dangerously close to becoming the theme writer for all of these major sporting events around the world. Is that swirling around in the back of your mind?
You know, I'd be a-okay with that. How cool would that be? Um, I'm not gonna lie, as a child, I played a lot of soccer and I fantasized being in the World Cup, on the field, but in a different way. So if one thing leads to the next, and like regatta, it was picked up, if this gets picked up, I'd just be entirely elated. And if it becomes a thing, like I'm the theme guy, I'm here for it. Bring me the energy, bring me the vibes.
That'll be it. They'll be sitting around the boardroom table saying, we need a theme song for this, this big event. Oh, you call Lou, call Big Lou. He'll rattle one off for you, and it'll be fantastic. Well, let's take a listen to singer-songwriter Big Lou and his song, "Beautiful Game."
One, two, whoa, 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 oh. Hey, hey, it's time to play. Let's go. Let's make it glow. Vamos, vamos, dejemos todo en la cancha, con corazón. From the footy pitch, out in Toronto, 48 teams, 104 games. Talk about a lot of cardio. Talk about all the parties we'll throw. The people all scream and go. We all in pursuit of the goal. It's a vibe when the people all arrive. It's a vibe when the people come alive. It's a vibe. It's a vibe when the people all arrive. It's a vibe when the people come alive. Yo. Vancouver, Seattle, LA, Boston, Monterrey, Kansas City, Dallas, Houston, New York City. Porque juegan mis doseles, el mundial mi tricolor y la roja y blanco en mi corazón. Go, go, dale, ale, ale, ale. It's a soccer party, everybody celebrate. Mexico, Canada, and the USA. We're all coming together to enjoy the beautiful game. Beautiful game. Beautiful game. Beautiful game. Beautiful game. Beautiful game, beautiful game,
That was Beautiful Game by Big Lou Crew. Lou, how do people find out more about you and your music? What's the website, the socials, and the streaming platforms?
So nice and easy, bigloucrew.com. That's my website. You'll be able to find everything on there, socials, music, this and that. But if you are on social media, at Big Lou Crew, nice and easy as well across all platforms at Big Lou Crew.
And as Lou says, you visit Instagram, follow him, go to the website, and you too can become part of the Big Lou Crew.
Do it right now.
Lou, thanks for being with us.
Thank you, David.
We're going live from the footy pitch.